Hi, I'm Juho Mattila. I'm here to present our application Unus Terra. People, especially the young, are not so keen on keeping the social distancing practices the WHO and local governments recommend. They want to meet their friends, hang out in groups and parties, and there's always an underlying risk that unknowingly some of them might be spreading the virus. The question is how to change this behavior in a subtle, easily approachable manner. So, our solution is called Unus Terra, One Earth. It's a serious game with a captivating storyline in which you, as the player, join an elite undercover society of scientists trying to prevent deathly viral outbreaks on the planet. So by participating in viral genome research, by neutralizing and collecting virus DNA and completing daily missions, you, with other players, help to sequence the genome for the scientists to create antiviral vaccinations for the Earth's population during this pandemic. For our demo, we developed a Match-3 type virus killing minigame through which the player can capture viral genomes from different types of virus mutations. The player's daily activities and movement amongst other people affect the in-game exposure factor. This translates into the deduction of daily antiviral points that the player accumulates through practicing social distancing and makes the minigame harder. The evil virus boss also gains more strength, and it makes it harder to kill. So the player is encouraged not to hang out with other people to proceed easier in the game. The player also gets communiques from the Unus Terra Society's doctors who remind them about proper hygiene procedure when realizing that the player has visited outside their house. So, how are we doing all of this? The data for the total infections and daily location-specific infections are from Johns Hopkins CSSE API, and local location-based telemetrics we'll be getting from Google and Apple APIs. So using this real-life, constantly changing data makes the gameplay interesting and the player engaged so that they will be checking into the game daily. Using persuasive design principles in order to change the behavior of the users, we hope to make an impact on how they approach their daily activities. As the application is aimed at the end user, the biggest impact will be if we'd be able to change the behavior for the better, making the possibility of people getting infected smaller in various social settings. This, of course, would then translate into the local healthcare system being less stressed from a smaller number of patients. So thinking not only about the players, but we are also thinking that the player movement data and analytics could be used for research purposes by the government, or for example the persuasive computer researchers at the University of Oulu, where we have good connections. On the business side of things, we are building the game free to play, with in-app purchases and possibly voluntary advertisements for extra goods. The game would include 3 types of collectibles, some of which work as a premium type of currency to purchase goods such as power-ups for fighting the viruses, or genome points to faster proceed in the genome research area of the game. As a tentative timetable, after this hackathon, we're aiming to continue the development systematically through Scrum stints to develop and test it with test users, finding the exact right way to engage the users with the game to maximize the impact of the social distancing practices. So by fall, we'd be having a ready version to submit into the App Store and Google Play Store. So it's been now 1.5 weeks since we came up with this idea, and now we have a proof of concept developed further for testing the integration of real infection data into a game, and we have a burning desire to develop it even further. And as this can also expand to other pandemics, we see that it has a future even beyond the current COVID-19 pandemic. So our team has been only 2 of us, Jarkko and me, so far. I've been concentrating more on the design part of things and overall game logic, and Jarkko has been doing research and integration of the data sources and overall development of the proof of concept. So that's it from us this time. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.